Ray Reynolds here with RaysCredit.com. Let's do a couple things today. I want you to have fun, but I want you to listen, and I want you to learn, and I want you to get what you need. I mean, this world is crazy enough, but guess what? You're stuck with me, and that's going to be kind of fun. I like that. So as we do this, let's understand a couple things. I'm going to always tell you to please write things down. Okay? Don't put it in your phone, take a picture. You got to get it in here. You got to see it, believe it, and go get it. And that's the bottom line. It's going to be up to every one of you. The difference is I've been doing this for 43 years, and I literally can change your life. And that's what I do the best. I like to help people. So again, today, most of the information is protected. All right, the main thing for you is to see it, believe it, and do it. The bottom line is, all right, and you're going to go, why is he wearing a hat today? All right, well, I just came out of the hospital the other day. All right, that was Thursday, by the way. Okay, no fun. I finally got an emergency call. They can get that knee surgery. I had a cracked kneecap. I have a broken finger still, but that's beside the point of pain or the side of the problem. The reality is I just deal with the pain. It's just what I got to do. See, every one of you, you got to fight through it, okay? And I don't believe in excuses because excuses do not put food on the table, all right? Every one of us have the ability to see it, believe, and go get it. So I want you to write down building your future. Today, all we need is, like if you're going to build a wall or a house, is a blueprint, the rules and the tools. That's all I've ever wanted when I was a little kid. So the reality is I had to create some things that didn't exist. So what I want you to do today is listen, learn, write down some good notes. In the beginning, anything you do, I want you to plan on the problems. You got to realize something flat out. Something today is going to screw up. Someone's going to get in your way. Someone's going to tell you no. Someone's going to piss you off. Okay? You could be getting on the freeway and you're ready to go 70 miles an hour and the one in front of you is going 35. It's like, what are you doing? You're going to kill us? Get your butt up the road. You see, these things happen to all of us. But today, if you plan on the problems, you plan on something screwing up, you can get through it. You see, I look at it this way. See it, believe, and go get it. There's nothing I cannot go get in my life that I want right now. I have everything I want. Okay? I brought in that first 100,000 at 9.5. Brought in $1 million at 14. Brought in a couple billion. Time was 26. Haven't had a paycheck for decades. Don't need one. Don't even need to be here. But what I got to do is do what I did, and I made a promise to help people. And that's the ultimate goal. See, with me, I don't have any BS, and I see a lot of BS out there. So I need you to write down a couple things today. It's called safety credit. You see, safety credit gives you the ability to get through any problem you got, and that's what you got to focus on. The other thing is you have to learn the line of defense. Every one of you bring the pain home because you don't know better. Okay, I call it silly and dumb, but the reality is you didn't know. My journey, I'll give you the story, some of the pieces, but now your journey has just begun with me. I will honestly hold your hand, all right, for the next 3 months to the next 50 years if God gives me the ability to do that. I've done this for so long, it's kind of fun. So I got to tell you a little bit about me because you need to make sure that I'm not full of crap. All right, unfortunately, those guys out there, they do the motivational stuff. I love motivational too, I really do. But at the end of the day, you know, Quincy Jones discovered Oprah, you know, the one percenters and all the BS. As far as I'm concerned, at the end of the day, I need rules and tools. And if I don't get rules and tools and at the end of the day get something out of it, the bottom line is, what am I doing listening to them people? So me, I got to be with Mrs. Hope. What a name. Mrs. Hope, she was a she-devil from hell. She dropped me off at 6:30 in the morning at Redondo Beach Pier from the age of 3 to 9.5. I need to get out of hell. See, when I got off the pier, you'd see Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. You see all the money. I knew I was as smart as they were, so what's the difference? I'm going to go get it too. I got to get you past go. I believe most of you, if not all of you, are stuck. I literally think you're stuck. I want you to do it my way, okay, no matter what you do. See, I love Lamborghinis. I've had collections of those for years. All right, I love race boats. I like breaking world records when they told me I couldn't do it. When I was in my first coma, I was supposed to be paralyzed for life. I was 5.5, and I told them to go kiss my assets. So the reality is I like the corporate helicopters, okay, the yachts, the race boats, all right, the mansions, all the goodies, okay? Because why not? Wouldn't anybody want all this stuff? Well, I have, this is only a little bit, all right, compared to what I really got. So you got a choice. I want you to write down Ray's rules. I like to give you the rules and the tools and change your life. That's what I want to do, okay? But you're going to have to follow through a little bit of a journey and then give you some rules and tools today. And I pray you get into my workshops. I've been doing the workshops, seminars, workshops, and boot camps for 43 years. You know, being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 of those, having fun. So today the world's changing. We got to get through it. We got to stay strong. We got to stay safe. And at the end of the day, Jesus does the rest. I mean, all I can do today is my best. That's all I can do. And at the end of the day, it's up to Jesus. It's not up to me. He gave me the tools. He gave me the rules. He gave me the knowledge. So here's the problem with most of you. Okay? You lose your job. You have an emergency. You need some money, and all kinds of crap happens. And it's not one thing. It's 10 things at a time. So the first thing is you run out of time. You run out of money, you jack up your credit, and in 42 days you brought the pain home. Now what the hell are you supposed to do? And that's the reality of life. But there's a thing you can learn. It's like fighting for time. You know, when I was a little boy, I used to stare in the mirror. I always wondered what I was going to become, all right? I was always wondering what was next. I mean, I got used and abused as a child, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. But the reality is I didn't want to get stuck there. So finding your time is pretty simple. Get your butt up early in the morning at 4:30. I don't know why you're sleeping in anyway. If you've never made millions to billions, what the hell are you sleeping in for in the first place? How bad you want it? You see, at 4:30 in the morning, get your butt up starting tomorrow. Yeah, you'll drag your feet for a couple of days, but that's okay. Okay? You can see it, believe and go get it. But again, you're going to have to get to know me. I tell it like it is, so don't ever be offended, please. If I told you you're lazy, you're sit on your ass, don't do a damn thing, I'm just going to tell you the truth. Okay? You see, I used to train Ken Yarborough, the security chief at TRW, in a Spearing years ago. Banks, my clients are rich and famous millionaires and billionaires. All right, kind of fun too. So I always want someone to start in the beginning. The beginning is simple. It's called the Credit Services Act. See, the Credit Services Act gives us the tools. If we Google it, it'll take us to the base of the Federal Trade Commission. It'll say credit repair is a scam. They can't collect money up front, but they do it every damn day. I mean, it's ridiculous. But again, it's like Lexington Law and CreditRepair.com. All right, 287 complaints in the last 90 days, okay? All right, they got over 12,000. It's like it's a joke. But again, some of you are silly enough to pay them $99 a month. All right, maybe they got a magic wand. Let me get out mine. Whee! Mine's broken. Maybe I can borrow yours. See, that's just to me BS. It's like the Credit Repair Organization Act. It says attorney can't do credit repair, but I hear on the radio, I can bankrupt you and I can repair you too. There's only 8 creditors to play with. Do you understand this? Okay, 8 creditors. So you're going to bankrupt them and then remove it or lie and start over with those same creditors? You just screwed out of money? I don't get it. So you're going to build a relationship in your dreams with me. That means you're going to get stuck with me. That's going to be kind of fun. I don't have excuses, all right? And I'll never give you one of those. I broadcast twice a day, Monday through Friday. I don't like pre-recorded crap. Saturday all day long is my classes. All right, seminars, workshops, and boot camps. The reality is it's up to you. So yeah, Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW, Asperian, NACB, the National Associated Credit Bureaus of America. I'm the only one they ever certified on the planet. All right, kind of fun. But again, you got to listen, you got to learn. It's kind of fun. See, I'm going to personally hold your hand. All right, I don't pass the buck. You're stuck with me at the workshop. Do you want the million or the billion? Do you want to go get the car? See, I want to repackage your whole damn life. Your car, your bank account, your house, everything you do, I think you're doing it wrong anyway. So it's like today, get off the national mailing list. All you got to do is call 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years. There's so many things that come against us, we got to fight back. So I like to repackage your whole life. Okay, that's what I like to do. Okay, I like to get you a bunch of credit cards. You know, this is 100,000, this is 74,000, you know, and more. I mean, this stuff's fun. I've been doing it since I was a kid. You know, they send me this stuff all the time for the fun of it. You know, I've been an affiliate for, you know, years. It's fun too. So if you let me repackage you, I'll change your life. But again, I can't give you any BS. I can't go blah, blah, blah. All right, and all that BS you watch is motivational crap. Sorry, this is how I feel. Do you want to know how I really feel? Okay. See, credit saved my life as a child. I didn't have to steal and beg off the pier anymore. When I set up Helping Hand Industries, I didn't know they're going to send me $100,000 of credit in the mail. Hell, I was 9.5 years old, but a corporation's a legal person. Then I brought in $1 million, then I brought in a couple billion. I've been having fun ever since. You see, in 2009, worth millions and billions of dollars, I found myself in a damn coma. Oh, well. You see, it's like money for a rainy day. I don't know about you, but to me, it's just those things, stupid things people say. Have money for a rainy day. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's like, stop the crap. All right? The bottom line is money for a rainy day. Hell, in my life, it always pours. I don't need money for a rainy day. Hell, I need safety credit because I need it now. You ever notice every time you need something, you ask your friends, your family, bank, they like to say no. They enjoy this. You understand this? It's like they love to keep you down because they don't want the competition. Okay? I fought that all my life. Today, you need $5,000. You stubbed your toe, your car broke down, whatever the hell happens. And what do? You ask your friends, your family, the bank. They love to say no. It kind of sucks. But if you listen to me, and you have the discipline, and you have safety credit, a $5,000 credit card is only $50 a month. See, you're getting older. You're getting slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. None of us are. So if you want to make it, the next part of your life can be better than the first. I've just been having fun. So again, understand something. Now, they say statistically, every one of you wastes or pisses away $135 a week. I don't know if it's true. Every time I ask an audience, I always say yes. So here's my problem with that. I bring my lunch. Okay, I don't even take lunch. Here's my basket, okay? I don't take lunch. I don't have time for that BS. Okay? I'm running to go get $10 billion now to have more fun. So if you're wasting money, sorry, that's kind of stupid. All right? There's 4.3 weeks in a month. That's over $600. Let's think of it logically, okay? If you had a $50,000 credit card, let's go here, grab an ink card. This one's only $75,000, okay? Let's say 50 grand, all right? And you max the sucker out, the payment is $612.26. For what you're pissing away or wasting on a monthly base, you could have bought time. You could have played catch up, not fall down. I don't understand, all right, why people do stupid things. Hell, you could have got a pizza, started a business. You know, stop pissing away money. How bad you want something? I don't know. I mean, I had to fight to get out of hell. I've been fighting all my life, being put down and blah, blah, blah. Hell, I had to move 24 times by the time I was 11 and a half years old. And every school I went to, there's a bunch of bullies. Luckily, I started to learn martial arts at 4.5 years old. And they played with me. I just kicked their ass and have some fun. But that was just me. I don't mind breaking my nose 6 times. Okay? I won't walk away from a fight. I'd rather die. But that's just how I live my life. So plan on the problems. Because they're going to happen anyway. Plan on some shit getting in your way. Safety credit, line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. All right? You can do this. Now write down SSN, please. See, here's the thing of all of you. You got an SSN. And why'd you get it? It's pretty simple. You got an SSN as a teenager to get a job. That's what you did. You were told to go do this, and so you did it because you're a sheep. And now when something screws up, you're the duck. Quack, quack. That's the bottom line. You're a duck and a sheep. Which one do you want to be? But here's the problem with all of you. Okay? Not knowing the rules and the tools. I love the United States of America. I really do. All right? I just learned to master the rules and tools by the time I was 9.5. And I don't know why you didn't. See, you got one of these. That means let's listen to Ray's rules, okay? All right? I'd like to call it Jesus rules, but the reality is people got mad at me when I did that. So I had to call it Ray's rules, okay? God gave it to me to give it to you. $100,000 of credit. Now that's safety. Let's understand something. I didn't have a mommy and a daddy in the family I really wanted as a kid. I got used and abused. So I always told myself, if I ever get kids, I'm going to be the daddy I always wanted for me. And that's what I got, and I got 6 beautiful kids. and even grandkids. So I got to realize something. $100,000 of credit is safety. All right, I can't write off personal credit cards and interest rate, neither can you. So if I got that, it fills that little blah, blah, blah about money for a rainy day crap, but it's serious. I got the ability to say cash advance and kiss my assets anytime I damn well please. I don't know about you, but you like people telling you no? That kind of sucks. See, what I want you to write down is 29%. If you use more than 29% on any given credit card, all right, you lose your score. I know Credit Karma says 33%. Hell, they got indicted for lying in the past, and there's no damn phone number for you because they don't want to talk to you. They just want you to clickety-clack so they get another $25. Credit bureaus say 44%. See, that's all BS. It's been 29% since day one. So if you had 100,000 credit and gave it to you, and you had to use 29%, that left you 71,000 of safety credit. That's for the family, or in case there's a damn pandemic and COVID-19 trying to wipe you out. You could play catch up, not fall down. I don't want you to hurt your family. I always feel like I'm responsible to help everybody. It's like my wife says, you're always a pleaser, honey. Stop that. I can't stop being who I am. I want to change the world. That's my dream. So money and credit from the family to start a business, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. Okay, why would anybody take money you can't write off from the family to start a business, all right, hurt the family and bring the pain home? That's called stupidity. I don't get it. Don't, write down, never bring the pain home. Believe me, I'll get you the science behind all the madness, and you'll never have to bring the pain home. Now, there's me, 5.5 in a coma. I was told never going to walk again in my life. All right, remember they say, here's the bell. When you got to go pee-pee, ring it, and we'll take you to the potty. Well, I rang the bell for 20 minutes, and I crawled on my hands and my knees, and I basically went pee in the toilet. And you know what I did? Pretty simple. I told the doctor to kiss my ass. I was 5.5 years old. I'll be damned if I'm going to be paralyzed. I think half the bullshit we go through is in here. Okay, so I crawled on my hands and my feet and my belly until I could stand up and walk and walk and walk. All right? Because that's just bullshit to me. It's like being in a coma in 2009. All right? I mean, I didn't. Why? Why, God? Why? I'm worth billions of friggin' dollars in a corporate structure. I'm helping millions of people, and I find myself in a damn coma. You allowed it to happen. Well, the only thing I can figure out is in 2009, I decided not to do seminars and workshops and boot camps anymore. I got tired of those three shitheads giving me crap every month. There's always some jackass, okay, giving me a bad time. I didn't need the crap. I didn't need the money. I was just helping people. And I still get turds in the bowl. So he let me go to a coma. I think it was his way to shake me up and wake me up, because I made a promise to help people in that coma the rest of my life. I got a choice. He said I can go back or stay in peace. So there's my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? See, I don't like BS. I'm so tired of so many people full of BS and blah, blah, blah crap. So here's the thing. Being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years, I got inventions, I've got songs, I got movies. You watch my shit, you don't even know it's me. Isn't that fun? All right, I write under 14 different pen names at the same time, just having more fun. You see, there's me in a damn coma. Well, now what am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? Excuse me. I got out of the damn coma walking around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my credit score back to an 820. See, my family needed to eat and they count on me. I got no damn excuse. Okay, I'm sitting here with a cracked knee they just operated on the other day, a broken finger, and I don't give a damn. I'm still going to go see it and believe and go get it. Because no one's going to get in my damn way. Period. But today, you got a choice, because you don't get a do-over. You get to live or die. Hell, if I knew to wear a mask the night I took people on the yacht, all right, I would have wore a bubble around my damn head. But again, COVID-19 can wipe you out. And some of you stupid people that don't wear a mask today, all right, don't worry about it. You can go kiss Grandma and Grandpa. They'll be dead in 2 weeks because you wouldn't do what needed to be done. I can't believe how many stupid people have done this out there. I've been through this shit, okay? It's no fun. Wear a damn mask. Maybe you'll save somebody around you, maybe yourself. Being comfortable? Hell, I've never been comfortable a day in my life. No day in my life I've ever been comfortable. It didn't matter if I got $1 billion here and there. It didn't matter if I got the keys to all the Lamborghinis and shit. I've never been comfortable because I got total recall on most things, and I keep remembering being stealing and begging off the pier at 3 years old. I'm always afraid to lose what I got. So I always got that fear. Do yourself a favor. Never be comfortable. That way you go get it, and you won't be lazy. So here's what I do every morning. I got up this morning at 2:25. I dropped to one of my knees because the other one I couldn't go on because it's, you know. So what did I do? I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Thank you. I'm still here. See, I'm glad I'm here for another day. Every day to me is priceless. It's precious, too. Then I went and found a mirror. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to do yourself a favor. I'd like you to go look in the mirror today and then stare at yourself for about 2 minutes. I'd really like you to do that. I want you to comb your teeth and comb your hair. See if you're paying attention. See, here's the problem with most people. All right, you're dragging the BS in the past with you. Okay, you got to let it go. All right, you got to step up to the plate, and it's going to be up to you. You're going to have to ask yourself 2 questions. Have I completed everything I need to? The answer is no. Then get your ass up in the morning at 4:30. How bad you want it? Oh, what's the next thing we got to do? Is there more to be done? There's always more to be done. Why are you sleeping in? But here's most of you. You go to your friends and your family. Hey, I got an idea. I got a dream. Look at me. And you want their endorsement. Instead, they put you down for it, and you run back to the job you hate. Do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Give me 90 days. In 90 days, I guarantee you, I'll have you on the American Dream. And I don't want you to tell them all. I don't want you to tell them anything. I want you to shut up for 90 days. I want you to go, shh. And all of a sudden, they go, how'd you do that? All I want you to say is raisecredit.com. I'm getting ready to go nationwide, having fun. I want to chase the money, chase the dream. That's what I've done all my life. I love money. I love money. It's fun. I don't have to steal and beg off the damn pier. I can pay my bills. Hell, I can help people like you. So I like money. It pays the bills. So this time, sorry to say, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. It's okay. Eventually, they're going to fire you anyway. You're going to drive an Uber and deliver some pizza. Is that your American dream? God, I hope not. You see, you got so much more to do. Every one of you has so much more to do, and you're just going through the motions and the bullshit. I don't get it. I've never seen so many lazy people in my life. Okay, there's so much you could do today. I can teach you to go get $1,000 to $5,000 by tomorrow. This stuff's easy. But I was 7.5 when I listened to Mrs. Hope's poker game. I got to stay in the bedroom, they called it. Actually, it was a pantry next to the garage. Every Wednesday night, these shitheads had a poker game. So I'm listening to their poker game. Here, one night was Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, Gunsmoke, Mission Impossible, and attorneys and CPAs, and all the BS, blah, blah, blah. They said something that made sense to me, and I wrote it down. They said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote that sucker down as much as I could. See, I was always taking my little notes, and they thought I was weird. Well, I write with both hands, talk at the same time, and I guess I'm kind of weird. But that's okay. So I heard my way out if I could figure it out. Damn. A corporation's a legal person? I couldn't sleep all night. I was so excited to hear something like that. I went down to the library next to the Torrance Police Department, and I asked the lady, how did I look this up? She said, here's a microfiche, here's a book. So I read the book. You know what I found out? You ready? Ready? Not a friggin' thing. Corporation's a legal person. Big deal. And you know, you look at it, it's the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. I wanted a book. I wanted a blueprint. I wanted instructions. I just wanted to go get it. It didn't exist then. It doesn't exist now unless you go through my books and CDs. Sorry. You can look at every motivational thing today. You can look at every book about success and all the bullshit, okay, because that's all it is to me. And it's about somebody's story, about their dream. Where's the damn steps? All I want is the steps and the rules. And if I do what you tell me to do, and at the end of the day, if I don't got anything, I think you're full of shit. That's it. How hard do we have to do? So for me, I got disappointed book after book after book. It's like bullshit. Sorry. It's like blah. All right? But again, I wrote the blueprint, the rules, and the tools. So again, it's kind of straight. So today, all right, I want you to start reading, all right, the directions. I want you to know step by step, one to goal and complete it. I want you to put your life together, all right? And I want you to understand there's instruction manual now, okay? And I'll even guarantee it. You got 12 books and CDs there alone. There's 1,000 rules in those books. You got nothing to screw up anymore. Me, the first thing is the Bible. I'm not perfect, okay? There's nobody perfect anyway. But I tell it like it is, and sometimes people don't like me. Oh, well, sorry. All right? Not everybody likes you either, so what the heck? So the Bible's got to be first. And it's funny. It's like I took this book out probably about 6 months ago, and my wife was going through some of my storage and some of the things I've got because I invented cartoons and books and all kinds of famous crap. And she's going through all my clients that are famous and blah, blah, blah. She goes, what is this? Oh, honey, I wrote that book 43 years ago. You see, for me, all right, as a kid, I had to turn this into a game, all right, because I didn't want to be stressed out like all the adults. The adults were stressed out on the 1st and the 15th, kind of like half of you. You're all stressed out. It's like bullshit. So, sorry. All right, my wife said today, since they gave me medication, I might be a little more direct and say the word bullshit. So, shh, don't tell anybody I said that, okay? So, winning the game of business? Damn. I turned it into a game because I love to win. I love to win every game I've ever done. When I was at Orange Coast College at 14 and a half, I was the captain of the chess team because no one wanted to play with me. But they found out I go beat all the other schools and all the other people. It's kind of fun too. So I like playing games and I like to win. So I wrote it 43 years ago. You can listen, you can learn, have some more fun. There's that 1,000 rules there. It's called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I like that. All right. From there, it's like real estate. Through the corporate structure, we had $841 million of real estate in 2009. I was going to try to hit $1 billion. I like commercial properties, apartment complexes, all kinds of fun stuff. But again, you're probably doing the flippity-dippity-doos in one or two pieces. I don't know. But the reality is I'm the guy that invented Homestead Blocker and a Chattel Mortgage and a UCC1. So again, there's things you might want to listen and learn too. But it'll be up to you. I was a consultant for many banks for a long time. And the fun thing is I wrote a book, How to Become the Bank, Tax Balancing. All right, buckets of money. Got to have fun too. So here's the thing that happened. All right, the credit hotline, about 17 weeks ago probably by now, all right, 90% of their employees go, we're going to get that extra unemployment check. I was donating my time to help their clients or whatever because I was bored. But 90% went home to get the extra employment check. 10% needed a place to go. I gave them a space. The back of their warehouse, these dummies didn't know what they had. So we found literally in the back of the warehouse, because my wife donated all that when I was in my coma, books and CDs, all right, for financial series, the real estate, all right, the 1,000 rules for the corporate structure. Now they're going to try to get $3,000 out of you. That's good. It's a good price. I used to sell for $20,000. All right, and there was a line out the Bonaventure around the hotel to pick up my books and CDs years ago. It's kind of fun. Today, if you want, just 1,000 rules. You don't want to play with me, it's $9.99. It's okay. From there, this is how we get paid, so you know, because the credit hotline, all their offices are closed now. I told all the 10% of employees, I said, let's see if we can help all their employee or their clients and finish them up for them, okay? All right, so I'm basically footing the bill for that because I didn't want people to get screwed up because COVID-19 wiped them out. How we get paid is very simple. Zelle, deposit, or wire. Take a picture of that page. Today, I'm going to offer you a bunch of stuff. If you want to play with me, it's pretty good. So the goal is I'd like 90 days. That's all I really need from you is 90 days, and I'll get you to your $1 million dream. I'll guarantee it, and I'll help you, but I'm going to take and hand you the fish. It means I'm going to do the work for you, then I'm going to teach you to fish. I don't want you screwing this up in the beginning, sorry. So the thing I want to do is rebuild your personal credit. You could tell me you have a good score. That doesn't mean diddly squat because a number isn't going to get you what you need. It's how you build it and use the right histories as well. Rapid refresh. I'm the guy who invented rapid scoring for your mortgage companies 30 years ago. In rapid refresh, I invented that about 4 years ago. God gave me a vision and a dream. Credit lines, articles, corporation, book CDs, classes. Now you'd be stuck with me. That'd be kind of fun. By the way, if you ever jack up a credit card, all right, literally past 29%, you're going to drop your score. That's on you, okay? Because the rule is 25 to 29%. You keep it in that margin all times. So there's 4 points to make money with me if you want to. See, first thing I like to do is real estate, because that's fun. I like to do real estate, and I'm the original OPM. They used to tease me all the time. I like to make millions in real estate, okay? But it's got to be under the structure of the corporation and the divisions. So if we fix up a property, it'll be a division. It'll be called a flippity-dippity-do, or we'll invest in it, basically maybe a commercial property too. Okay, as we do this some more, all right, it's going to be up to you. I don't know if you want the house, the duplex, the fourplex, or even the apartment complex too. We can play with that all the time. It's kind of fun. Now, franchises. Today, I basically like to get my clients into McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's when they got the beef. All right, the reality is they stay open through COVID-19. See, every time the world readjusts or anything in your life, you got to adjust to it no matter what happens and go with it. I mean, I've had to be comfortable eating out of a trash can, stealing off the pier, wherever I'm at in my life. I got to be comfortable. I have to accept it. But then I have the ability to change it. So profit sharing. You know, it's like leveraging money and credit. It's kind of fun too. All right, there's 84 ways, but I'm only going to teach you 4 or 5. I wrote all the 84 ways, by the way. You can turn this into $1 million to $1 billion. You just got to know how to play the game. This is a game. Okay, so you're going to learn some things today. I'd like to get you to the workshop, all right, with me and spend the whole day. Now, my favorite car is a Lamborghini, by the way. When I saw that watching the movie Cannonball Run, I had to go get a car like that the next week. I was only 14 and a half at the time, but that was kind of fun too. I already brought in $1 million. What the hell? Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, what does that really mean for you? Everybody you watch that are rich and famous today, they ride off the company car. What do? You barely get a paycheck. It's already been taxed to death. Then you're paying your bills. You pay for a car you should not. And then you steal money and credit from the family and roll the dice. I'm sorry. I'm going to call that silly and dumb. I know a couple of you are going to complain about rich and people not paying enough tax. I don't only tell you one thing is shut up and join them. Okay, they pay tax on property tax too. Gallon of gas. It's not their fault you pay too much damn tax because you don't know how to play the game. Now, if you write down company car, we're going to do it fleet price and tax ID. Is that okay with you? I'll show you exactly step by step how to play the game. See, probably right now you're using your paycheck, and they call that taxable income, by the way, and you're paying the payment, the gas registration, the insurance. Can you say the word no from now on, please? Because I want to really get you a company car into the tax ID at fleet price. All right, you got to learn the steps and the rules and the tools. But it's up to you. All right, I'm just going to drive Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Jags and have more fun. See, I started the Reynolds University 30 years ago. When I formed the Chrome, I had 22,000 square feet in Irvine. Had locations in other states, doing up to $1 million plus a day, just having fun. So if you want to get connected to me, you got to call 877-519-7509. Then you get to play, you get to learn, raise rules. We'll build a relationship and the dream. To profit company, we go after the money first, and then you get to play. Now, here's the biggest thing I'd tell you flat out. Stop bringing the pain home, because that's called silly and dumb. Now, by the way, there's a science behind all the madness, and that's how the fun. Now, I need you to do yourself a favor right now. Go get your Social Security card. Come on, ladies, it's in your purse next to your feet, because your purse is always next to you. Gentlemen, it's in your wallet in your back pocket. Go get it. I want you to understand, most of you never read the damn card. It says do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes. It flat out tells you it's not even yours. So why the hell do you got it? So our government can bond us each for $35 million apiece. So you got a choice. Learn, raise rules. You got one SSN, one chance to mess up. And 97% the Federal Trade Commission says it's messed up today. Probably a couple of you. Now, if you're watching me on Google, Facebook, YouTube, that's great. The reality is you're missing the PowerPoint in front of me. You might want to go to raiswebinar.com and get the full overview. Now, I need you to write down SS4. Can you do that, please? Come on, write it down. Here's the thing I want you all to focus on. If there was a bankruptcy, hypothetically, they'd have to use an SSN or an SS4. Debt follows SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck? Is it you? You see, here's the thing. They say that 96% of all corporations set up don't do a damn thing. Why? Because I don't know what's next. I'll be your next. So what do we get to do is understand something. Some of you spend thousands of dollars for a piece of paper. Good for you. By the way, corporation, you don't name it after you. They'd be kind of dumb. And you don't name it what it does because that's double dum-dum. Now you got to write down the line of defense. You see, I wanted you to understand something right now. I want you to have a division for real estate, franchise, current business. All right? I want you to learn, and I'm going to hand it to you, then I got to teach it to you too, because I want you to get it here. I can get you up to $100,000 plus per tax ID, by the way. I don't know if you want $1 million or plus. It's up to you. But let's remember what I said earlier today. I like to get you $100,000 of personal credit for safety. All right, let's understand what that means. All right, because you can't write off personal credit, interest rate, or credit card at all. It's got to be in case blank hits the fan. Never hurt the family. Never bring the pain home. All I had as a child was pain. All right, and it sucked. So the reality is this. It's called raise rules. You got an SSN, SS4. Who wants to be the duck some more? Is it you? You like being the duck? Quack, quack some more? You got a choice. I don't want you being the duck. Now let's look at this flat out. You got an SSN or SS4. Which one you want to be? You got to have that for safety. You got to do play with this one too. The bottom line at the end of the day, you watch rich and famous people file bankruptcy. All the time say rich and famous. Donald Trump bankrupt 4 corporations in the past. Never brought the pain home. Said he's filed bankruptcy too. And Wells Fargo Bank, the worst bank in the world, in my opinion. They stole my identity twice. I bet you some of you employees used to work there, huh? Should have went to prison for 50 years. I believe that's racketeering, wire fraud, and laundering money and all the crap you can put to it. Now, here's the thing. We the people made corporations people. I love it. All right, corporations are people. Supreme Court says so. They have more rights than you do. How's that? So your ability is to listen, to learn. If you got bad credit today, start a corporation. All right, build corporate supply credit and vendor credit. Okay, understand something. While your personal credit is being rebuilt, and that can take about 90 days to shake it up, wake it up pretty good. The other time, corporation with a tax ID, all right, can get supply and vendor credit. And I turn that into cash as well. It's kind of fun. So what do we get to do? It's pretty simple. All right, let's take this. This is called the 7 steps to get $1,000 to $5,000. Is that okay with you? So let's understand. If I got a tax ID and I get my Dun & Bradstreet DUNS number, all right, and I get basically 3 to 5 creditors that give you instant credit, by the way. When I get this, I'll end up getting a DUNS number, and it'll be an 80 score. Okay? Now, once I have that, Staples can give me an instant credit card. Okay, I like Staples. I like Home Depot. I mean, even all these things, even Office Depot and everything else. I'm going to go get Visa gift cards. Now, I'm not trying to make $1 million here. I'm just going to get a little cash in my pocket. I'm going to run that through my own Square, through my own cell phone. Okay, pretty simple. That gives me between $1,000 and $5,000 if you do the 7 steps. Okay? And what happens is it's kind of fun too. What I always want someone to understand something, corporations have 14 different types of credit. You have basically only one. And you can't write it off anyway. So once a year, I do a Dun & Bradstreet class. This is the only time I'm going to do it. I probably won't do it again. I had my radio show going pretty strong before COVID-19, and they were offering me a TV show at the time too. Unfortunately, it got put on hold right now. So I'm going to do this. It's going to be my last one probably ever that I'm going to do because I don't want to do another one, to be honest with you. I'd rather have my TV and radio show going nationwide. So tomorrow's the 29th. It's at 2:30 in the afternoon. It's online. You're stuck with me. It's $299, flat out. There's the Zelle information. If you're interested, take a picture of this whole page. When you Zelle $299, there's my email. You have to email me. You Zelle, then give me your name and email so I can call you back, or one of the people can call you back. Make sure you have the login to get into the class. So what happens is, this is something I offer, like I said, once a year, not all the time. All right, you'll even have the ability to call 877-519-7509. The ultimate thing to me is, we're rebuilding your credit. Why don't we get some supply credit, a little bit of cash too? Let's build it all together at the same time. It's kind of fun. So let's understand something. Here's the previous president and vice president loving each other to death, the smile on their face. I don't think they ever had to steal and beg off the pier like me. And I don't think they ever have to worry about money the rest of their life, kind of like you and me. So let's understand something. Nixon took the gold standard out. Okay. Now they got the key to the printing press ever since then. And all they do is keep printing some more. Whee! Let's print some more. You see, now here's the thing you got to remember. We got a Social Security card when we were a teenager to get a job. But now, ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, Mama, who just had a baby at the hospital, she's got to sign the SSN form within 3 hours or less. If not, Mama can't put the baby in the stroller and the car seat can't go home. Mama can't go home. They need another bond for $35 million apiece. So you got to understand the game, the play, the game, and win the rules. So you got one of these, SSN, one chance not to mess up. How about a corporation with a tax ID? How about we set up the line of defense and every division gets a tax ID in case something goes wrong? I don't want you to bring the pain where? Home ever again. Don't worry. God only made one of me. All right? Thank God for that, huh? Because if there was another me, I'd be challenging him or her every minute of the day. I always said, basically, bring it on. All right? I like taking people that are experts in things and an open forum and an audience. I got total recall and IQ off the damn chart. Believe me, they don't want to play with me. Every time they leave the stage pretty quick. I don't like bullshit. Okay? I like the truth, the rules, and the tools. So if you plan on the problems, because they're going to happen, and you got safety credit, you got the line of defense, hell, you can see it, believe and go get it. Nothing gets in your way besides you. That's all you got to do. So I'd like you to stop being the duck. Is that okay with you? Let's break it down my way. Okay? Your SSN is for safety credit for the family. We build it up to $100,000. We leave it aside. This case, there's a rainy day crap, as you know. All right, and what do we look at? Corporation. We get credit to the corporation, but it doesn't do business. We don't create liability. That corporation manages the divisions. So we've got to create a corporation tax ID, the line of defense, and every division has a liability. You got to understand something. If you do it my way, you don't have to bring the pain home ever again, but it's up to you. Stop bringing the pain home. I mean, you understand something. If Donald Trump can bankrupt 4 corporations and not bring the pain home, so can you. All right? The bottom line is, you watch rich and famous people do it too. All right? Wells Fargo Bank, the worst bank in the world that stole identity. They got $3 billion fine. They wrote it off. They don't give a damn. Online, it shows you they closed down 450 locations. And they're still in business worth billions of dollars today. You know, you kind of forget about Apple and Microsoft. See, Microsoft saved Apple's ass. They were in bankruptcy in 1997. They were out of the business, period. Now they're worth a couple $1 trillion. See, here's the thing about business. You know, Bill Gates was indicted 4 times because he was so damn smart. Okay, they don't like somebody who makes too much money. So the only reason Mr. Gates bailed out Apple from bankruptcy is he says, I need to keep a competition in the game or they're going to indict me again. Because you can't be the smartest one in town. Now they're talking about breaking down Amazon and trading on companies, Apples. Because why? They're threatened because they're smarter than them. But they're playing the game, aren't they? When you play the game, you're supposed to be able to win. See, credit cards start credit scores. Credit score gets you more like house and car. House and a car don't do a damn thing for you. Literally, they look pretty on your credit report, but they don't do anything unless you screw them up. So what's the rule? Don't screw it up. Raise rules, 29% on a given card. You jack it up, that's on you. I want to get you the discipline and understand how to play the game. I want to get your butt to the workshop with me. So today, no matter what your credit is, I like to rebuild it my way, to be honest with you. I need you to be a qualified CFO, a chief financial officer for your personal life and the corporate life as well. I like to get you up to a 720. Now, I'm going to charge you $499, but I'm going to rebuild it, not just BS letter crap. Credit, basically, rapid rescore, refresh. It's another system. It brings you up to the 820s and above. But then I charge $499 for that too. So together it's $998. This is what the salespeople sell it for, and that's fine. But me, I always like to give you more goodies. So here's the thing that I do for every client that I ever meet and what I play with. I'm always going to get you 2 times, if not more, credit than you invest in yourself. In other words, I'm going to hand you a $1,000 credit card. Simple. But here's what I'm going to do today during the workshop, in the overview here. All right, and it'll be good for 30 minutes after the overview. You can literally, all right, invest $499 flat out, no other fees. I'll get you a cash card for $1,000, twice as much you invested in yourself. My program is designed to be done in 90 days or less. Doesn't matter what a mess you got. So if you want to do it through me, it's 877-519-7509. Okay, and yes, to answer the one question there, you could break anything down in a payment when you're making a commitment to do something. Okay, to answer your question. Now, here's how we get paid again. Take a picture, Zelle, direct deposit, or wire. This is how we get paid. And what happens is when we receive dollars, all right, we call you instantly and say, okay, because you emailed us as well too. And that's the goal. Now, remember what I said earlier. I broadcast twice a day, Monday through Friday, and all day Saturday. I don't like pre-recorded crap. My wife last night says, honey, why don't you just do the morning one and repeat the one in the afternoon? I just can't do that. I told her, honey, I got to say it. All right, I don't like pre-recorded crap. So here's what happens on a Saturday. It's called analyzation. You're stuck with me. I analyze you to tell you exactly what needs to be done in your part. You might be told maybe 1 to 2 things at the most. I do 98% of all the work for you. I don't call out your name. I use your case number. But I never pass the buck. You're stuck with me. Here's a client, and I got pissed off. Sorry. I said, what the hell's wrong with you? You jacked up your credit cards. You crashed a rapid twice. You just dropped 33 more points. I thought you wanted to get this done. Well, when I shook him up and woke him up, I said, all you got to do, get your butt back to the workshop. Remember, the discipline is 25 to 29% on any given card. And by the way, I'm on point 100%. I have a 100% success rate. The only time I don't is if you screw up, not me, because I always follow through. I told him flat out, take $726, pay him down to 29%. I gave him the rapid rescore, and I popped him $100,000 of credit. So there's what you get to do. So if you want to make some extra money, you can get people in the webinar with me. They Zelle in, we'll Zelle you back up to 20% on a given day. Now, we're going to talk about history. One of the things has been my hobby since I was a little boy. I like studying rich and famous people, how they got it. Like Walt Disney. They filed bankruptcy 7 times in the past, kind of like a couple of you. Recently, let's look at this. Since they know how to play the game, listen carefully. They have $1 billion in cash. All they had to do is write an IOU to themselves. Debt offsets taxes. That's all they had to do. See, when you know how to play the game, it's easy. So they're talking about $1 billion. Hell, I'm trying to get you at least to the first $1 million if you'll pay attention. Corporations only pay tax when they make a profit. Borrowed money is not taxable. Can you write that down, please? Then I want you to add to it. Don't spend money, loan money. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about through this overview. It's kind of fun. Raised rules and tools can get you where you want to go. So here's the thing about all of you. You got 8 credit cards. These are the great ones, and maybe you had some other turd ones. They're not worth it. But the 8 cards, you can't write off the card and the interest rate at all. I got to basically rebuild you anyway, my way. But the way I designed this in 1986, by the way, that the divisions, you see, corporations can write off the card, the interest rate, and the depreciation value, as long as it's, of course, a legitimate transaction. So what if we get 8 credit cards per division? 9 lines of credit, 8 supply cards, 10 vendor cards, 10 marketing, lease cards, and we get gas cards and cash cards. See, on a corporation, you should be buying gasoline for the company cars you're writing off at fleet price as well. You get a fleet gas price card. Everywhere you go, get a discount. Because as a corporation, you're treated like king and queen. That's how it works. But again, you got a choice if you listen and learn. Now, me, it's kind of fun. I've been an affiliate to 115 creditors, all right, for so many years it's ridiculous. But here's the thing with most of you. You're trying to use the authorized user crap that doesn't work, or even you buy some trade line crap too. Sorry, that's just a joke. It doesn't work. So you got the ability, all right, to realize that I'm the guy that invented how to do daisy chaining of credit. Okay, 113 ways. I can turn this into 99 more cards. How many would you like? But we got to do it under the corporation because the only thing gets to write it all off. So we got to master Ray's rules. So write it down. The ability for you. Now, here's the thing, because I try to get everybody and push them as hard as I can to the million. And I can get 100% of you to that. It's not a problem. But if you have the intent to do fraud, rip anybody off, I will definitely testify against you in a court of law. I will not allow you to screw somebody out of money. Okay? Once again, if you got in here late, I'm here because Thursday, wearing the hat because I was having surgery. I was waiting almost a year to get to the surgery, and they called overnight and said, hey, Thursday, there you go. Don't worry, I was still here in the afternoon. You see, you got to deal with the pain. By the way, what just happened right now? It's 3 divisions. Write it down on a piece of paper. Write down a corporation. Write down line of defense. Have the corporation maintain every division. See, cities file bankruptcy because of corporations. Never the state, never the federal government. They've got it set up correctly. It's kind of fun, too. So what has happened? The corporation gets a tax ID. We create the line of defense. Every division's got a tax ID. What if one of the divisions gets screwed up? We're going to do the 3-step. You ready to write it down? We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save the peace, we're going to bankrupt the damn peace, just like Donald Trump did. Just like rich and famous people do. No intent to do fraud. We just want to save our assets. You know what? We're not going to bring the pain home anymore. There's no reason to. All right? I don't know why you do it today anyway. I've been doing this for 43 years. Where the hell you been? You see, we got to talk about money and credit. 84 ways, but I'm going to teach you a couple of those. Real estate, we got to fix it up, flippity-dippity-do, or invest in commercial property or apartment complex, something else that makes them millions of dollars. By the way, franchise, again, that's got to be a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, and a Wendy's when they got the beef. We got to focus always on cash flow for you per time. So don't be offended if I told you bought your house wrong or you screwed up. Maybe you didn't, I don't know. You see, Ray's rules are pretty simple. Escrow works for you, but you let them tell you what to do. I don't get that. I got a lady about a month ago. She says, yeah, my sister's, all right, a real estate agent, and we're going to go to the escrow company. I said, you're going to fire your sister, and you're going to fire the escrow company. She goes, I can't do that. I said, you're going to. You see, the sister goes to lunch with the escrow officer all the time. They got their hands in your pocket so friggin' deep, you're ridiculous. A pre-appraisal fee, after appraisal fee. They're going to rip her off because what are friends and family for? Give me a break. So let's understand something. Escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow record in a trust. I'm sorry today, if you have your house in your name and it's not in a trust, you're an idiot. Sorry. You're just stupid. Okay, you could die today and it's stuck in your probate. Somebody sues you, screws you, and they take it away. You can download the forms for free. My wife donated all the forms when I was in a damn coma. With less than $30, go file it. Here's your excuse. I got to get my CPA and attorney to look at it. No, you don't. Go file the damn thing. Ask them edit it. If you don't listen to that, you're never going to listen at all. Okay, you got a choice. Now, if we're going to fix up a property, okay, I'm going to call it a flippity-dippity-do. Okay, because I've been writing stories in kids' books for all my life. So flippity-dippity-do is fun as we do this. So let's understand. You're going to, because you got the prize, you're going to hire a contractor. The contractor is going to hire the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot. good workers. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to cut every corner they can. And when they slip and fall, they're going to sue you and screw you for everything you got. Because you didn't listen to me. Remember what I said in the beginning today? Plan on the problems. I don't want you to ever make a mistake ever again in your life. Every type of business you do will be a division. All right, the way I designed it in 1986. I'm the inventor. So you're stuck with me. You get it from the horse's mouth versus the horse's ass. So let's understand something. I don't want you to make a mistake, ever. I want you to always put things in divisions because there's liability. Then I want you to do an assignment of equity. See, this time if they want to slip and fall and sue you, they can't sue you at all. And at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? You see, I want to make sure you're protected. 100%. I want you to not bring the pain where? Home ever again. See, you got to fix up that property today. If it's in California, it's about $83,000 plus. But here's the problem I got with a couple of you. You're trying to play peekaboo. I don't get these dummies that do this. They try to do something on the side because they don't want to pay tax. All right? But BS. The only way you can ever win is play by the rules. Don't you get this? Master the rules and the tools. Okay? So what do you have to do if you try to do that to circumvent the IRS? You're going to have to go to irs.gov now. See if they'll give some forgiveness program or something. Download a form definitely for 656. It's a 433A and B. You can't even get your COVID-19 check, which is ridiculous. And if you're a guy that did this, you got the loved one in your life, I hope they kick your assets for being stupid. Okay? Get your butt back in the system where you belong. It's the only way to play the game. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. You can learn how to play the game. Hell, a damn corporation in California is $100. $30 for nonprofit. Pick one. Nothing gets in your way besides you. You still got to fix up the house? Okay. When I was a kid, they used to tease me about being the OPM, other people's money. So now you're going to have 4 more divisions. Can you write it down, please? I want you to have a division for carpet, appliances, fixtures, and wood. I want to hold your hand and teach you how to go to the manufacturer and save up to 70%. I don't want to pay for a bill for 60 days. Why the hell would I use my money? That makes no sense. I'm going to float on their money and fix up the property because I don't want the liability on me. I'm going to make sure I don't have to pay the bill for 60 days. When the escrow closes when I sell the property, they'll pay off all the debt. But here's the problem with all of you. Every one of you. I don't get it. I've seen this for 43 years and it doesn't stop. If you had $200,000 on that property, you'd act like you're rich and you'd piss it away again. That's on you. Every one of you have screwed up in the past. You've had $10,000 to $100,000 and you pissed it away. Some of you today are broke because you screwed it up. You've got to have the discipline of raised rules, leveraging money. By the way, write it down. Borrow money's not taxable. You can learn so many ways to play this game, and you get to win in the line of defense every time. So let's understand something today. One of the things that I love about leveraging money is when I make the bank verify themselves, they have to say yes. And I like the banks to go, The banker used to call me every day at Reynolds University and ask if I needed anything. If I asked for $100,000, he'd bring it over. If I told him to pick up some deposits, he'd do that too. I like when the bank goes, because I'm the client. But again, it's up to you too. You see, what I'd like to teach you at the workshop, we take that $200,000 and put it in a CD. We create a line of credit. We put it basically in the bank account. The goal is to create 3 reference points. Let's remember something. Come on. The banks can borrow from the feds times 10, or up to that, and up to 5 to us. So what do we get to do? We get to create reference points on an application of $600,000. Now, if they want to give us up times 5, that's only $3 million. Since borrow money's not taxable, I'd take $2 million of that and go buy a damn McDonald's. Okay, you want a Big Mac and a chocolate shake and some fries too? It's pretty simple. See, your ability is to listen, learn, and let's see it, believe it, go get it. And if in the beginning I'll hand you the fish, hell, I'll teach you how to fish. But again, I know one of you are going to say, I don't have $200,000. Okay, here's the problem. Don't give an excuse. Don't ever give an excuse. When I was mowing yards door to door, okay, I'd come home with $200 cash in my pocket every weekend. I got no excuses, neither do you. So you take $1,000 and you get your assets to the workshop, and we'll teach you how to play that 1,000. Will become 15,000 to 50 to 100,000 to $1,000,000. Okay, if you start with the 25,000, that's 375. So there's no excuse for you anymore. Besides, A, you don't want to play with me and you're lazy. That's simple. Like I said in the beginning today, write it down, building up your future. But the reality is you. See, if I got you 4 pizzas today and got you the credit for that, that will give you $24,000 of positive cash flow after all the bills are paid for. And if you don't want to work, you just manage your director or the manager. You manage the manager. Simple. And what do you got to do now? Have a whining boo-hoo-hoo? There's no excuses. Maybe you want to get another type of franchise. Doesn't matter to me. These are just fun playing games, and they stay open to COVID-19. You got a choice. See, for me, I don't like spending money. Every time I spend money, I feel guilty. I always have since I was a little boy. Because it reminds me of when I steal and begging off the pier. So I hold on the money. I don't spend it. So every time I want something, my game with me is to get it for free or make sure it finances itself. Kind of like the Rolex I wanted, I got it for free after I set up a division for jewelry. Instead of $89,000, it was $39,000. They overnighted it to me. Pretty simple. I don't pay for it for 30 days. From there, I put a loan on the watch I did not own. At the end of the day, I paid for the invoice when it came in. All right. From there, I had $7,000 left over. So at the end of the day, I got it for free. Why not? But again, you can listen to me, and I'll give you the fish, teach you how to fish. See, one of my first cars was a Lamborghini. It was one of my favorite cars. I lived at 1074 Redding Avenue in Costa Mesa, 92626. So here's a man who was a video pong guy. He invented that. All right, and what happened? See, raised my middle name, and my first name's a girl's name. I was born in a taxi. On the way to Gardena Hospital, she wanted a girl. She still gave me the girl's name. I went to court twice, all right, at 14 and a half. I already brought in $1 million. And I said, could I please use my middle name instead of my first name? They turned me down twice. They said, we will not classify you as an adult till you're 15 and a half. All I wanted to do is rent an apartment in Mesawood Apartments. I was right at Orange Coast College. It's down the street. So the man showing us the movie called Cannonball Run. It was great. We watched the movie. There's 40 kids and me. We're all, yeah, look at the car, look at the car. He stopped the video. He came over to me. He said, would you kindly shut up? He says, by the way, you're a piece of shit. Now, I've been in martial arts since I was 4 and a half. I would have just whipped him across the room. But no, I want you to learn something from me. Please learn something, okay? Here's what it is. I bit my tongue. The following week, I went and got a Lamborghini. I put it out in front of his house. And went boom, boom, and he came out. The best thing I ever did in my life is to bite my tongue and let him rub his nose at his own crap. Because when he saw that car, he just wanted to, he almost died. So it's like one of my books that's coming out soon for men. Bite your tongue, love longer. Why? Because a woman is a tape recorder. Men, learn to shut up. Now, what kind of company car you want? It's up to you. Get the dream car, tax ID, fleet price. See, I won't show anything I didn't obtain myself because I don't like blah, blah, blah. All right, so I got to get you past go because I believe most of you are pretty stuck, but that's on you. My favorite house was this one, and I said it's God's gift. So it's pretty simple. It's where I park my race boats and my yachts in the backyard. Where you park yours. I mean, when you're the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years, you don't have to be full of BS. You just show the goodies. I like the helicopters, the Lamborghinis, and the buildings too. I mean, wouldn't you? The bottom line is up to you. So here's a couple more rules to write down today. Every time you use your checkbook or your debit card, you pull out your driver's license. And you keep saying, here's where I live, come rob my house, or sue me, screw me, and take it all away. I'm sorry to say that's called silly and dumb. It's actually kind of dumb. So do yourself a favor. Change your driver's license to a P.O. box or a mailing address. And before you say a word to yourself out loud, understand I will never tell you to do something unless it's factually verifiable. This is the Drivers Protection Privacy Act after the Schaefer bill. I knew Schaefer. It broke my heart. Now, I don't know why you don't listen to me when you buy a car. The last time you bought a car, you let some guy sweat you for 2.5 hours with an ugly shirt and an ugly tie. And what did you do? You got $5,000 loss up to 9 inquiries too. So if you're going to do it your way, at least add 2 of the rules to it. When they hand you that paper that says we need your permission to run the credit, next to your signature, write down allows 1 inquiry and take a picture, please. You see, with me at the workshop, I'm going to walk you through the steps to get it fleet price, all right, through the tax ID. And that's what you all should do. But again, you got to get to the workshops with me, but then step by step. Now, here's the problem with all of you. Today, you're at the bank, you're at the grocery store. You bump somebody's car, a little bumpity bump. And what are they going to do? They're going to ask you for your driver's license, insurance, all right, and registration. Now you're a triple duck. See, the driver's license, again, should be a P.O. box, mailing address. The insurance you've been paying out of your taxable income out of your paycheck. Should have been the corporation. And by the way, you're the registered owner of the car. So you're the duck. Who do they sue every time? The registered owner, which is you. You see, they're going to call them those nasty attorneys on TV. I call them bloodsuckers. They're going to sue you and screw you and take everything you got because you didn't listen to me. Remember what I told you in the beginning today? Plan on the problems. You see, I want to walk you through this at the workshop. The registered owner from now on will be a division of a corporation. The lien holder will be the corporation. At the end of the day, they can't sue you. At the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? Once again, you got the ability to protect your ass. It's every day and all the time. But it's on you. Corporations are legal people. Okay? It's called we the people. It's our constitutional right. So you got the ability. And if you got the bad credit, that's okay. Okay? Start the corporation, get the tax ID, supply and vendor credit. Okay? While your credit's being rebuilt, and I'm hoping I'm the one doing it for you, all right, what happens is I'd like to get you some cash credit, all right, at the same time from Dun & Bradstreet. So let's say we take and do the 7th step. Tax ID, Dun & Bradstreet. We get up to the 5 instant credit accounts. We build a DUNS number for 80 plus. And what do we get to do? We get to get a Staples card, Home Depot, obviously it doesn't matter to me. I'm going to get some Visa gift cards. Then I'm going to slide them through my own phone, up to $1,000 to $5,000. All right, this is part of the game. You have the ability because you need supplying and vendor credit anyway. So tomorrow at 2:30 in the afternoon, I have a Dun & Bradstreet class set up, and you get to walk through the tools and rules with me. It's $299. There's the Zelle information. There's the email. You can email you Zelle. Now you're stuck with me all day for this 2:30 class. It lasts about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But if you don't do it, that's on you. I only do this once a year, and I don't plan on doing another one. Okay? So you got 877-519-7509. And the goal is, as you're rebuilding your personal credit, or I'm doing it for you, is at least get some vendor and supply credit as well. You're going to need it eventually anyway. So on July 3rd, 2009, what did I do? I took my corporate yacht from my backyard. I said, fill it up. Get to write off the card and the interest rate as well. All right, it was $1,600. You can get to write off the yacht. My wife and I took people on the yacht to watch the fireworks. The next day, I'm in a coma. H1N1 kind of sucks. But what did I do? I didn't say boo-hoo. I woke up from the coma, walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks, put my credit score back to an 820. I built $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down. Neither should you. God's using me to help you if you pay attention. Now, I did make a promise in that coma. I'd help people the rest of my life. I am praying for 50 more years. And one of the things I did is I named my son and my daughter after me. See, my legacy will live on. So all I want to do for you is hand you the fish, teach you to fish, and have some fun too. Credit rebuild, rapid refresh, credit lines, corporations, book CDs and classes, and you're stuck with me. Once again, don't you jack up a card past 29%. You do that, that's on you. The ability. Now, when I Googled the word corporate setup today, it was $2,600. And I hear about $2,000, $3,000, and some of you probably paid that. Me, I like to do the corporate articles, customize them for you, officer list tax ID. I'll charge $9.99. I hand you the fish, now you got the fish. But I'd like you to get to the workshops with me for 90 days. In 90 days, teach you exactly what I do and all the rules and the tools about setting up the corporation the right way. Then I'd like you to get into level 1, how to master the divisions, set up the line of defense. We charge $9.99 for those classes as well. Now, here's the thing. The sales team's going to charge $19.98, and that's fine for them. They make their commission. While I'm doing the overview, or at least 30 minutes after this, I like to give it away for $17.99. And like I said earlier today, get you the tax ID corporation, learn your line of defense for your divisions. I always give you more cash credit as well, because I want you to have no excuses. So if you invest $17.99, get all the goodies, and I hand you $5,400 of cash credit, what excuse would you have next? That's 3 times your investment back in your own pocket. And on top of that, I do the rapid refresh and the credit rebuilding for free in that package. I also today going to give you for free the Millionaires Founders Kit. And here's one of the things I've never offered, and I'm going to do it today. All right, it's very simple. If you do that package right away, all right, I'm going to call you personally when we're done, and we're going to go over your new plan with me. So you're stuck with me too. And that call will be free in that program today. Don't worry, I won't offer it again. There's how we get paid: Zelle, wire, or deposit. Make sure you got a picture of that. As we do this, keep in mind a couple things. Bonuses and prices are good for 30 minutes after the webinar, because I got a sales team. That's how they make their commissions. So you got 877-519-7509, and you can make a commitment for yourself. Remember something today, raisecredit.com is the voice of credit as we go nationwide. Now, by the way, they said it couldn't sink. It couldn't even turn. Colonel Sanders didn't get his first $1 million check till he was 71. Thomas Edison didn't give up, but a couple of you did. Why? I'll never know. Bannister was told, if you run the 4-minute mile, sir, you will die. He said, go to hell, I'll do it my way anyway. For me, I've been kicking the door jam since I was 10 and a half. I used to kick the basketball hoop. By the way, that's only 10 feet. So I look at it this way. All right, if you can touch it, you can kick it. My biggest thing right now is simple. I accomplished every goal I ever had by the time I was 26. There's no reason you don't either. It's up to you. Not everybody likes me, but not everybody likes you. So what do we do at the end of the day? Pretty simple. If they can crucify Jesus Christ, who are we? You see, a corporation is a legal person. It's called We the People. So you got the ability to listen and learn. You got the bad credit. Okay. Start the corporation with me, tax ID. Let's get some supply and vendor credit. Let's make sure we're building that at the same time as your credit is being rebuilt for you. As we do this, it's kind of fun. I call it the 7-step. Tax ID, Dun & Bradstreet, DUNS number, 5 instant credit cards and accounts, DUNS number 80 plus, pretty simple. Supply, it doesn't matter if it's Staples, Office Depot, Home Depot, whoever gives us Visa gift cards, could be, Walmart or Sam's Club too, don't matter to me. So what do I get to do? I get to run it through my Square. That gives me about $1,000+ to play with. Don't get rich, but it gives me a little cash. Have some fun while I'm building supply, and the cash cards too. So tomorrow, if you're not at the Dun & Bradstreet class, I'm sorry you let it pass you by. All right, I don't see me doing another one after tomorrow. All right, there's no reason to, because I'm going to go with my radio show and my TV show and have more fun. It's $2.99 today. If you missed out, you've missed out before. What's the difference? So there's my email. All right, email me your name. You just send the email from there. You Zelle the $2.99. Somebody will call you. It might even be me. There's the Zelle information right in front of you. Got no excuses. Okay? Or you can call 877-519-7509. You see, I want to make sure that things are all coming together for you as we do this. The lack of commitment is the biggest problem people have. All right? It's not easy to make a commitment, and you got to keep fighting for it and moving forward. Now remember what I've always done since I was a kid. It's called reaching the dream. Think and be the impossible. I've done it all my life. But again, it's Ray's rules. It's up to you. So if you want $1 million paycheck, Raise your hand as high as you can. Sorry to say, I call you silly and dumb. You only keep $375. If you want $1 million in a corporation, I'd call you brilliant. You see, you get to pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. You're learning to play the rules and the tools. It's up to you. Richard's a nice guy. He won a Survivor the first show. He almost died twice on the show. But the reality is he got his $1 million check. They told him, you keep $375, sir, and the rest goes to the IRS. He didn't listen to me. He pissed it all away, and a mean judge gave him 3.5 years in prison. Should have gave him probation, but that's another story. See, motivation, I'm sorry, it's never enough. I listen to it every day. You know, people going the 1%er crap. Excuse me. Let's get everybody the rules and the tools. Let's make it a 99%er. The problem is, all right, we all need at the end of the day the rules and the tools. I'll never show something I didn't obtain for myself. That's Ray's rules. You got a choice. At the end of the day, you got a story to tell. We all do. I like to get you up to an 820 credit score, $100,000 of personal credit for safety, and up to a corporation divisions, and get you up to $1 million of credit too. I want you to stop being stuck. At the end of the day, you're always going, what's next? Well, you're looking at who's next. I'm going to be your next. It's called Ray's Rules. You got the ability to see it, believe it, and go get it. Millions to billions. Like I just said, see it, believe it, go get it. Now, let's understand something today. I want to repackage your whole life. All right, the house, the car, everything you do. Sorry, I think you do it wrong anyway. So I like to do it my way, clone me into you. So if you're watching me on Google, Facebook, YouTube, that's great. You're missing the PowerPoint in front of me. You might want to go to rayswebinar.com and get the full overview. So as we do this some more, remember at 7.5 years old, I heard a corporation's a legal person. I heard my way out if I could figure it out. I just didn't know I'd be one writing the books and the CDs and the steps that actually work. So your choice today is pretty simple. Read the directions, okay, step by step, one to goal. All right, change your life, put it together, and make sure you understand the instruction manual. That is the Millionaire's Founder's Kit, step by step. When I wrote that first book, Winning the Game of Business, 43 years ago, I turned it to a game. I don't want to be stressed out like most people are. If all you want is the rules and the tools, there's your 1,000 rules and tools. It's $999 today. Use Zelle, deposit or wire it. We'll ship it right away. It's up to you. All I'm going to ask you again is for 90 days. Give me 90 days and I'll have you on your way to the $1 million dream. Your journey, my journey together. So if all you want today is a corporate structure, rules and tools, get in the workshops at $17.99. From there, what do? I'm going to hand you $5,400 of cash credit. 3 times your cash back in your pocket. I'm going to rapid refresh you, credit rebuilding. I'm going to even give you the Millionaire's Founders Kit for free. And if you do this right away, I'm going to be the one calling you back. And we're going to go over what your basic new plan is. Get ready for my call. All right, the bottom line is Zelle, deposit, or wire. That's how we get paid. Now, at the end of the day, like I said earlier today, is write down building your future. That's what you're going to do. If you want 4 pizzas, let me know. It's only $24,000 of cash flow after the bills are paid, but it's a start. Maybe you want a McDonald's, a Wendy's, or a Taco Bell. Maybe you just want to do some real estate too. See, let's understand under the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, corporations are turned into people. I love the United States of America Incorporated. Always have. I just mastered the rules and the tools when I was 9.5. Nixon takes the gold standard out. They just print more money every day. By the way, they manage 50 states. They're all corporations. The states manage the cities. They're a line of defense. Every city's a corporation, by the way. And when they got a problem, they file Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Check it out. It's public record. So your ability today is to know Ray's rules. Never have joint credit. You buy a house, it's called escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow recorded in a trust. Corporation, never name it after you. That's called dumb. Never name what it does. That's double dumb. And always have up to $1 million of credit. That's half the fun. When I was a little boy, they said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, that was kind of dumb because they didn't know what they're talking about. In 1986, I redesigned it for them. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. You got to master the line of defense so you don't bring the pain home ever again. Your ability is to listen and learn. I hand you the fish, teach you how to fish, because that corporation is a legal person. We got the ability to play this game. Bad credit, if we're basically rebuilding it for you, let's get you some vendor credit, supply credit tomorrow. Let's have some fun to that too. You see, there's no reason you're not taking a tax ID, Dun & Bradstreet, instant credit, all right, up to an 80 plus. Get a Staples, Wells Fargo, all these pieces. And no matter if it's Sam's Club or Walmart, Office Depot, Home Depot, everybody who wants to sell a gift card, the Visa gift cards, let's run it through for $1,000 or so. All right, get some cash flow, free up our time. But again, it's not to make you rich. It's just to get you to the vendor credit and supply credit too. So tomorrow, you should all be at the Dun & Bradstreet class. It's $2.99. If you're not Zelling it right away, don't worry. I'm not going to offer later on. All right? It's not going to happen. There's my email. You Zell it. There you Zell. Email me you Zelled it. We'll add you to the list. It'll be up to you. You got 877-519-7509 as well. And from there, we should be doing all this at the same time. It's up to you. So as we do this, remember what I said in the beginning today. Plan on the problems. There's always something's going to happen. Something's going to screw up. Safety credit, line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. If all you want is your credit score to go up, it's $4.99. I hand you a $1,000 cash credit card at the end of the program, twice as much you invested in yourself. There's what the card looks like. From there, you could be next if you want to be. And remember, it's going to be done in 90 days or less. You got 877-519-7509. Zelle, deposit, or wire. There's how we get paid. As we do this together today, let's keep in mind, again, specialty prices are only good for 30 minutes. All right, after I'm done. I got a sales team. They want to get their commission too. So you got raisecredit.com, truly the voice of credit. So I created something for all of you. I want you to think about millionaires in the making. I want you to think about step one. This is where I put a bunch of goodies together. Credit rebuilding, rapid refresh, the articles, tax ID, officers list, the setup class for 30 days, 90 days and more. All right, even level one had to do divisions. All right, I even analyzed it twice. So here's basically, the sales team sells it for $3,995. Today, through the webinar, through me, I'm going to offer for $2,999. I want you to understand I'm going to hand you $25,000 of cash credit back to you, 8 times your investment with no excuses. You're also going to get the Millionaires Founders Kit. You also get a phone call from me right away. That's only good today. So the reality is we can talk about your plan and what we're going to do. It's how we get paid. Zelle, wire, deposit. The American dream for all of us should be receiving money every month, pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. You've got to set up the line of defense. You've got to master Ray's rules and tools. So if you want millionaires in the making today, it's $2,999. $25,000 in cash credit back to you, 8 times your investment. Millionaires Founders Kit, even a phone call today to go over your new plan. Zelle, deposit, or wire. It's all you got to do. I personally hold your hand at every workshop. I don't pass the buck. I never have, I never will. So even on status update, you had to stuck with me. I do 98% for you. I might ask you to do 1 or 2 things. That's all you got to do. Today, we got to stay safe and strong. Today, we find ourselves sitting, waiting for what's next to come. Let us remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day and give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. So you got a choice, ladies and gentlemen. We're definitely a profit company. And at the end of the day, if you're not calling 877-519-7509, there's nothing I can do but help you, because now you're just going to stay stuck. You got 30 minutes to call that number, all right? So all the reps can help you as well. It's up to you. And at the end of the day, don't you ever forget, God loves us all.